going to leverage Google Drive, which contains Google Documents. What is a free web-based application which it stores your documents for you, and it gives you access to create these. Now there's things such as slides, spreadsheets, actual Word documents, and more that we're able to leverage. And what we want to do is we want to create each of these docs. We want to add our content to it, and we want to point links back to our site, as well as our social sites and anything else that we've got, as well as get another citation. It's also very important that we make these public, because without making them public, search engines aren't going to see it. And we use our different types of anchor texts for exact match, partial match, brand to point to our site. Now it's just taking our long descriptions that we spun and using those and pointing back. One per page, ideally, is what I like to do from each of these, and then internally link them as well too, if possible. Now, if you want to take it to another level, you can get multiple Gmail accounts set up. And what you do essentially is you take that spun content and you do the same thing, and you point it at not only the site, but you're pointing it back at these other docs. And essentially you're using Google to create these different tiers kind of to fuel that link juice going and spreading throughout. Now, usually I don't do the multiple Gmail accounts, but at the very minimum we do this at least one time. Now here we've got our Google Drive that we're logged into with our Gmail. And if you click New, what we want to do is we want to create one of all of these and point them back to our site. So an example is, here's the example of the sites.google, where we created another site. Now this is different from the Google My Business website. So we actually now have two websites pointing back from Google to our domain. Now we've added on information. We've got the name, address, website phone number. We've got links to the individual service pages. We've got embedded our social accounts. We've got a hyperlink to our map. Then look, we also embedded our map. We embedded another Google Sheet and the Google Doc. So you can see how this kind of starts stacking on top of each other. Now, if we looked at the published site, this is what people would see if they were to come here directly, and it's easy to set up, it's easy to do. Now here's our Word document, orthodontists and West Hills. We changed it up a little bit, but you could just stick with Chomp Orthodontics as well too. This works, putting a keyword in the title, which is fine. We dropped content in here. Remember, we've got over 1,000 different variations of spun content, and then we've got our links to our social sites, our business site, the map, spreadsheet, same idea, drop in, get all our links in there as well too. Make sure they're hyperlinked, help power up our social profiles, power up the map. Slides, same idea, we're dropping in. And also I wanted to make sure is that we've got to make them public. So go in to advanced, change to only I can to public with no sign in. Share this, advanced, change, public, anyone, no sign in required. This one's published, this is our site, so that one's good. This one we can share, click this one's public, so we're good. Same as well here, this is the most important step. Now when creating your map, drop the address in. Put in your address. Now that we've got this address, add title of the map, drop in the page, hit save, and now we've got our listing. Can also add this as well. So we've got the address, then we've got Chomp or our maps listing, save, then click share, public. And now we have Chomp Orthodontics and our saved maps, also giving us another backlink to our service page, and you could actually do each one for the service. So essentially go through everything, make sure it's set up. So you can see, you can start getting links back from Google itself, which is a great trust indicator, help us get up into the map pack and really take advantage of the tools that Google gives us for free.